Underswap is a cool AU. I mean, one of my favorite versions of pə-PY-rəs comes from there. But how did it all started? Well, it started all with this post by the artist Popcornprint, who doesn't want to be seen as the creator of Underswap anymore, due to the fact what the fanbase did to his version of Sans. But more on that in another video. Anyways, the first Underswap post showcased a hyperactive Sans with a battle armor, and a message from the artist, who wrote following.
Okay, so I thought, what if there's an O in which the brothers' personalities are somewhat swapped? Let's call it a Underswap. BC. Honestly, one thing I love more than passive chubby pun skeletons is hyperactive chubby pun skeletons that love to make tacos and share them with his brother.
If you're looking for this post, I must disappoint you, because this post no longer exists. But instead, I got a research paper down in the comments, as well as one of my many videos. There are many versions about Underswap Papyrus, but how was the OG Underswap Papyrus born? Well, it all started with the second post from Popcornprint about Underswap, which had following message.
More of the Underswap that no one asked for, but still. What if Swap Papyrus wears those indirect text post shirts by Zazzle Poetry? He almost always slouches over to Sans, doesn't feel small.
In this post, we got to know a lot about Underswap Papyrus. We even get to know that when the main protagonist meets pə-PY-rəs for the first time, he wears a really silly glasses. You know, the glasses with a huge nose. pə-PY-rəs also wears these Zazzle Poetry's hoodies, who are known for being quite silly. He is also shown to smoke, but it isn't weed. It is a normal cigarette. But the most important thing we found out is that he is a really chilled but also silly guy, who is more into pranks than puns. Meaning he is not a one-to-one cop. More facts about Underswap Papyrus. He is more of a prankster than a jokester. I mean, his first appearance showcasing him wearing a silly glasses, but he also smokes, not because he likes it, but to look cool. He also knows about the resets, meaning that the player needs to face pə-PY-rəs at the end of the game. His stats aren't the same as the OG Sans, but they are the same to the OG pə-PY-rəs, which are 3 attacks and 3 defense, meaning he is more powerful than Sans. He most likely isn't stronger due to the fact that he drinks a lot of honey and nothing more. Speaking of food, instead of selling hot dogs, he sells corn dogs. These are simple changes, but still changes that make sure that pə-PY-rəs isn't a one-to-one copy to or favorite skeleton Sans. For more information, please like and subscribe to my channel and write a comment down below of what you thought was canon to the Underswap pə-PY-rəs. More facts about Underswap Sans. He is full of energy and full of life, mostly because he doesn't know about resets in this version. Apparently this version can actually smile and open his mouth, because in the original concept art he opens his mouth and has eyebrows. He also tries to be a part of the Royal Guard, even though he always gets rejected by the Royal Guards because of his low stats. Weirdly enough, they ignore his special ability of karmic retribution, which would be a huge help against a genocidal maniac, but whatever. This doesn't stop him to try anyways. And even if it doesn't work, he at least got a good career as a chef, because he cooks a lot of Mexican food, mostly tacos or burritos. He could even try to be a comedian, because this Sans doesn't hate puns. In fact, he actually likes them as much as the original Sans. But even when this fails, he can always sell his immense science fiction action figure collection for some extra cash. How did the fanbase destroy Underswap Sans? Well, it is simple. Underswap Sans came out when the Undertale hype, and therefore the Sans hype, was at its highest. Meaning all the horny fangirls made fan art and fanfiction about their favorite skeleton daddy. And then out of nowhere, a cute Sans appeared, and all the fangirls who loved things like Cute Boys, Stupid Boys, Shoto or Steven Universe jumped towards this Sans, and I start massacring my boy by making him younger than he actually was, making him a yandere, making him extremely stupid, as well as acting like a sugar addict. And worst of all, making sexual fan art about this character, where the character has sexual relationships with his brother and other characters, which is the reason why the creator left the fanbase to get some milk.